holy crap. ETH almost broke its all-time high recently, and for many people, it felt like it happened out of nowhere. But if you've been paying attention, you know this is not true. Big companies have been buying large amounts of ETH for months, and I've been calling it out for just as long. But now that ETH is cooling off a bit, I see this as a chance to prepare for the next leg up. So my plan is to keep an eye on which narrative could be next, and one of the obvious ones is meme coins. Some people still think meme coins are just a joke, but if a joke can grow to billions of dollars in market cap, it ain't funny. And let's face it, with terms like meme coin strategy, people may have never even heard those two words in the same sentence before. Too many retail investors simply throw their money at whatever meme coin looks popular or at whatever shot up the most in price. But winning in this space is not about chasing hype. It's about seeing where the next wave of money will move and getting in position before most people notice. That's why today's video is important. I'm going to explain how exactly I'm preparing for what I think will be a massive meme coin season. Now, whether it's going to be as insane of a super cycle as Murad claims, I'm not sure. But what I do know is that it could be pretty glorious. So let's jump into it by getting a quick glance at what's happening in the markets. The major bank, Citigroup, is looking into holding and processing payments in stablecoins and crypto ETFs. This could make them one of the first big US banks to directly handle these things for clients. It's more than just another business headline. It shows that banks are serious about building all of the tech needed for mainstream adoption from the top down. It also shows that big institutions are starting to trust digital assets more. On top of that, the US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent also made a major announcement. He confirmed that the US Treasury is still committed to expanding the strategic Bitcoin reserve regardless of government budget. This clears up earlier confusion and shows that the government is starting to take a long-term strategy to bringing crypto into the US financial system. It's another sign that the government's stance is moving towards supporting market growth. Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve announced that they're easing up on watching and controlling what banks do with cryptocurrency and financial tech. This is huge because it finally gives banks more freedom to add crypto to their list of services. All of this just pushes the needle forward on making crypto a part of every retail investor's daily life. And if you hadn't already realized, retail investors are the key to the meme coin sector. Once the average normie gets into crypto, the first thing that comes to their mind is probably Dogecoin or Shiba. But even within meme coins, there are smaller narratives. One I want to focus on today is Matt Fury's Boys Club. This is a comic series by Matt Fury, the creator of the famous Pepe the Frog meme that you probably have seen online. The meme inspired the creation of a meme coin called Pepe, and over time, more coins were made based on other characters from the comics. But Pepe is the largest of them. Pepe is the third biggest meme coin ever by market cap after Doge and Shiba. But the interesting thing is that it's the biggest coin that has not yet gone through a full bull run. This is why many traders believe it has huge upside potential. Looking at the charts, Pepe has stayed above a $4.5 billion market cap after dropping from an all-time high of $11 billion around December. Since then, it has been consolidating above that $4 billion support line and showing good strength compared to other meme coins. Now, although Pepe is the star of the show, this next coin is easily the star of the base chain. I'm talking about Brett. It's the largest meme coin on the base chain by market cap, and we found this one in our VIP Discord way back when it was very tiny, and now it's trading at over $500 million in market cap. Brett's backstory is based on another character from the Boys Club comics. As Brett grew, it basically became the mascot of the base chain, and here's why that's important. As the base chain picks up more retail investors, they're going to be looking for the biggest meme coin they can buy in that ecosystem. And that's where Brett will come in. Looking at Brett's chart, it also followed a similar pattern as Pepe, peaking at over $2 billion during the December highs, and then correcting down and consolidating around this $500 million support line. But you've probably heard me talk about Pepe and Brett before, so let's move to some of the smaller, higher risk plays connected to Matt Fury's universe. That brings us to Lemmy the Bat. Lemmy stands out because they're throwing AI features into the mix. Most meme coins rely only on social hype, but Lemmy brings features like an AI-generated animated series with Lemmy and other Matt Fury characters, story creation with AI voices, and even future partnerships with AI apps. As for how the coin aims to grow, they have a 4-phase roadmap. Phase 1 was focused on community building and DEX listings. Then Phase 2 aimed for integrations with exchanges like WEEX and coin sites like CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. Once Lemmy gets to the $15 to $25 million mark in market cap, phase 3 would be next. This is where the team says they're going to focus on major exchange listings and roll out their AI features. And finally, phase 4 is at over $100 million in market cap. Here, the team will continue to expand to top-tier exchanges like Coinbase and Binance, and even launch an AI studio. All of this sounds promising, but it's also pretty ambitious, so it's going to take serious amounts of effort to keep up. Looking at the charts, Lemmy really started to pick up in August, growing from around $1 million all the way up to $8 million. Since then, it had a correction and has been on a continuous downtrend since. Right now, it sits around the $5 million market cap range, but once we see the price bounce, we can narrow in on the support level and find a trading range. But as of now, I'm going to keep looking at the chart and see how things play out. Now, the next coin is Jerry the Turtle. So Jerry is more about going viral and building a strong community instead of deep technical products, but they're also working on their own AI content creation hub. Its strength is in the simple and funny character, which spreads easily on social media. This helps to get more attention than you might expect. The roadmap is very similar to Lemmy the Bats, and they've already secured listings from exchanges like BRINK, Mexi, Bitunix, WEEX, and more. Now, looking at the charts, this one is a bit bigger than Lemmy, with a market cap around the $15 million to $17 million range. It had an all-time high of just under $20 million back in May, but corrected down to $4 to $6 million, where it was consolidating for about a month. Then by late July, things started to pick up, and Jerry has been on a strong uptrend since then. Let's see if they can keep it up. And finally, here's one that a lot of people have been talking about in the Discord and also in our YouTube comments, and we even have seen Crypto Galaxy share it on YouTube. It's called MindFact. So the art is a bit strange, but it's honestly eye-catching, and that might just be what you need in a meme coin. This coin is really simple. It's all about community, and they show that with their tokenomics. It has a 0% buy and sell tax, and all LP tokens are burned. Looking at the charts, MindFact was trading with low momentum until the start of August. That's where it started an uptrend from around $2 million in market cap to where it is now, just under $10 million. It looks like it's retested that $10 million resistance level a few times, and it hasn't fallen under the $7 million support either. If this trading window keeps coiling up, then I think it'll be able to break through and continue this uptrend. But overall, I didn't even know that there were this many Matt Fury characters. The fact that Pepe is holding strong is a huge sign for the rest of these coins, because they tend to trade in a bundle, and that becomes more and more true the larger these coins get. With big players like Pepe and Brett leading the charge, it's no surprise that smaller Matt Fury character coins are picking up steam as well. I think this narrative will easily be one of the biggest in the meme coin space, and now all that's left is some big catalyst to bring retail investors on board. And that's all for today. Remember, just because I talk about these coins, it doesn't mean you should invest without thinking. This is not financial advice. Always research, understand the risks, and have a trading plan. If you want a more detailed analysis, live setups, and custom dashboards, then come and join the FireHustle VIP Discord. The link is in the description. And if you like this video, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.